Hello, my name is Andy Garcia, and today I'll be giving you a persuasive speech, trying to convince you and argue the fact that NCAA college athletes should be treated as employees of a university. So I did do a good bit of research about this. A lot of my sources are credited. Thank you for listening. So in 2014, the NCAA nearly made $1 billion in their fiscal year. Now, $1 billion to anyone, and that's a lot of money. That's Warren Buffett money. So you would think that if you're making that kind of money, you should pay some sort of taxes. Well, actually, the NCAA is registered as a nonprofit organization, which means everything that they do should get treated and put back into the organization itself. So you would think that if a company made $1 billion, they would be held to some sort of taxable accountability, but unfortunately when it comes to the NCAA, that's not the case. Now, the only problem with this is that since you're generating so much revenue for a company and accepting sponsorships and endorsements from other big market companies like Coca-Cola, like Allstate, like the March Madness tournaments and everything like that, you have a lot of money coming and being fueled into. Now, the only problem with that is that over the course of time, college athletes have not been treated fairly for the amount of work that they put into a university. So my qualification as a former NCAA D3 prospect for Christopher Newport University, I was granted an opportunity to play for a university and contribute to the university, technically by generating revenue for tickets and stuff like that. But after reviewing my compensation and the accountability that's expected from a collegiate athlete, I was quick to decline. On college, on average, is really truly not too expensive. According to the bigfuture.collegeboard.com article labeled "College Costs Frequently Asked Questions," on average, college tuition can vary anywhere between $9,000 to $23,800 for in-state tuition. So if you look at the estimated average on all, about $17,000. According to mycollegeguide.org, the article labeled "How much does college really costs?" It looks like roughly you'd be spending about $8,000 to $10,000 on room and board. So for argument's sake and to make it quick and easy, we'll take $10,000, we'll take $17,000. Let's put that together. You get $27,000. Those extra $3,000, let's throw that in there for books. So on average, the NCAA is spending about $30,000 on average per collegiate player in order for them to attend school and for them to bring revenue into those universities. So if you take a football team on average that you're looking at 52 players in total, you multiply that by 30,000, you're looking at a little over $1 million per year. So that does seem like a lot of money, but now let's compare how much it costs to employ the staff responsible for the NCAA championships and future NFL prospects. Now, college football is big. College football is huge. College football coaches are making too much money. Now, when speaking about college football, the most notorious of them all is definitely Nick Saban, which is the head coach of the Alabama Roll Tide University. And he brings in, on average, a whopping $7.1 million annually, not including any sort of compensation that he gets on top of that, not including benefits as far as 401k, healthcare, and all that good stuff that is included when you're employed through an organization, which is incredible. Nick Saban is employed by the University of Alabama, and on average, every college football coach will make roughly $1 million or more annually. With all that money made in sports and ran by the cartel known as the NCAA, why can we not afford to employ our players? Now, when I think of employment, I don't need... You can take the tuition into play and force that as a form of compensation. Now, college athletes should receive more benefits, though. benefits as far as 401k, benefits as far as health care, vision care, dental care, all these necessities that are needed in the upbringing of any sort of employee to employer contract. Now, college athletes are required to do a minimum of 20 hours of athletic activity to stay eligible. And this is not including their optional workouts. Now, by optional workouts, we're talking about film, we're talking about lifting sessions, we're talking about off-season lifting, off-season conditioning. So even though that's not technically required, it is highly frowned upon and can make you ineligible for your scholarship very quick. Now, college athletes do bring revenue to a school, and when you bring revenue to an organization, you're technically an employee, but the NCAA doesn't see it that way. Coaches can revoke their scholarships literally for one of three reasons. You are ineligible in the coaches or NCAA's eyes, you're a misrepresentation of the university, or you just withdraw from the team yourself. So athletes are being taken advantage of, even though they are making the university a lot of money over the course of time. College is really not too expensive, guys. $30,000 annually does seem a lot to me, but when you're bringing in $1 billion and you're only paying your employees $30,000, which is an average salary that you would get on the street, and you hold them to the high expectations that they're held to and can literally revoke their scholarships because of any sort of given reason, it's kind of scary. Because at that point, they're controlling the players, they're controlling their lives, and they can just pull away as they please. And the last thing I will leave you with is this beautiful fact that ESPN is charging $1.39 million for 30 seconds of ad space on their last bowl game and last college championship game. Now, if they can make $1.3 million in 30 seconds of ad space just with ESPN, and you're looking at $1 billion industry, that's incredible. But yeah, thank you for watching, and if there's anything else, please let me know.